Night o' Halloween was the night of Halloween, when all through the house all the monsters were roaming, even the mouse. The jack-o'-lantern was sitting by the window with care, in hopes that trick-or-treaters would get a good scare. The children were tuckered all frightened in their beds, while visions of ghosts and witches popped up in their heads, from a night of trick-or-treating and eating too much candy. Not one child in the house felt ever so dandy, and Ma in her witch's costume, and Pa in his vampire's cape, started watching scary movies as a monster escape. When out on the porch there arose such a clatter, Pa sprang from the easy chair to see what was the matter. Away to the door he flew like a flash, tore open the candy and grabbed up the stash. The moon briefly shined through the dark October night, giving a glisten of moonbeams to trick-or-treaters for sight, when, what to his frightened eyes should appear but some Halloween bags, and several costumes shaking in fear, with a little old granny, so unlively, nor quick. He knew in a moment she must have been sick. More faster than werewolves these children they came. Granny hollered, and shouted, and called them by name. Now Jacob. Now, Julia. Now, Samantha and Glenn. Come on, Ashley. On, Crystal. On Christian and little Madeline. To the top of his porch. Try not to fall. Now hurry up. Hurry up. Get candy for all. As dry leaves from October started to fly, when they met with an obstacle, they tried not to cry. So up to the house the costumes they flew, with their bags full of candy, and their poor granny too. And then, in a twinkling, old granny went missing. Then Pa heard a odd noise and a horrible hissing. As Pa lifted his head, and was turning around, from the back door granny came, making an evil-like sound. She was dressed all in black, from her head to her toes, and her dress was all filthy with crawling bugs, near her nose. A bag full of candy she had on her back, and she looked like a witch, when she opened the sack. Her eyes how wrinkled. Her hair was so scary. Her cheeks were like sunken, her nose was so hairy. She drooled from her mouth and crept up ever so, and the wart on her chin gave a eerily glow. The stumps in her mouth, Pa could see were rotten teeth, and she spun in a circle then smoke circled beneath. Granny had a broad face and a big puckered round belly that shook when she cackled, and her aroma was quite smelly. She was sneering and scowling, a right scary old self, and Pa cringed when he saw her, in spite of himself. A wink of Granny's eye and a twist of her head soon let Pa know he had nothing to dread. She spoke not a word, but went straight to her work, and refilled Pa's bowl with much candy, then turned with a jerk. Then laying her finger aside of her distorted nose, she gave him a nod, and out the back door she disposed. She returned to the front door, gave the children all a whistle, and away they all ran with the speed of a missile. But Pa heard her exclaim, ere she crept out of sight, "Happy Halloween to all, and to all a spooky night." Author, Examiner Billy Peel.